at us going for our second walk of the day. Right, Sapphira? We are trying to incorporate walks after each meal in addition to the 2-mile walk that I'm doing. So we're just out going for 10, 15 minutes or so, and we'll be back. Good morning, everyone. I am starting out the day with an early morning walk. It doesn't feel early though. It's only 7:15-ish, and I've been up since 4:30. It feels like the middle of the day. I am actually hungry because I've been up so long, and I think I'll be eating a lot earlier than I normally do because I've been up for a few hours. The reason why I have been up is because Ed ended up staying downstate last night at our son's house because his day ended up being a lot longer than expected, and he has some more business to take care of today down there with the house. So he ended up sleeping over at our son's house, and I don't sleep good when he's not here. I went to bed around my normal time, around 9:30-ish. I am a early to bed, early to rise person, but not that early. I tossed and turned a lot, woke up. I'm not afraid or anything like that. It's not like, it's nothing like that, but it's just, I'm used to him being there. So I tossed and turned, woke up around 4:30 to go to the bathroom and laid back down and couldn't go back to sleep. So I was like, I'm getting up, I'm starting some coffee. So that's what I've done. I drank some coffee and I sat there for a couple of hours, caught up on some emails and stuff. And then I decided I'm going to go out for my early morning walk. We are in a challenge right now. If you're new here, we started a walking challenge for the month of May, walking every day, however long or as much as you can go. But to me, a challenge is a way to stretch yourself more than you normally do. So if you're used to walking a mile, walk a mile and a half, maybe 2. If you're used to walking 5 miles, go an extra half a mile. Do whatever you can to get some extra steps in. Yesterday, I walked my 2-mile walk around the lake here, and then I'm out of breath. I added in 2 10-minute walks after each meal and got some extra walking in. I'm wearing my weighted vest. That's one reason why I am out of breath. This thing really weighs you down after a little while, and there's a lot of benefits to wearing a weighted vest, and I don't wear it every single time I go out and walk, just when I feel like it, 2-3 times a week maybe. And it really is beneficial. We are also doing the challenge over in our Patreon group, but the challenge here on YouTube is for the month of May, and it is walking, getting steps in. I'm not counting steps, just doing more than I normally do, and just working on getting more steps in. I'm walking over the area where that tree fell down, and they cut it out of the road. Over in my Patreon group, we are doing an 8-week challenge. I've never done a challenge that long before. And we are focusing on walking, activity, strength training a couple times a week, diet, of course. That's always a huge part of my lifestyle, is keeping everything low carb. We are also doing a Bible devotional together over there by a lady that I found on Instagram. Her name is Kelly Wenner. I'll put her name here on the screen so you can see the spelling. She is a fitness instructor, and I was just kind of praying about what to do during this challenge on Patreon, and I came across her Instagram, and I seen that she had an 8-week devotional, and I thought, that would be perfect for our 8-week challenge. she's a fitness trainer and she's all biblical based. So it's geared toward that. So we are going through her book. I actually contacted her and told her that we were going to be going through her little 8-week study. And she's so excited. She said she's already praying for our group and she wants to know how it goes. So excited about that. We're starting that on Monday because I wanted to give everybody the chance to order the book. And that way we can be in tune with each other throughout the challenge with the devotional. So if you want to join my Patreon group, it is a coaching group. And you get a lot for $10 a month. You get access to all my past videos that I've ever posted on there. There's hundreds of videos. There is challenges that we have done over the past couple of years. You can even do a challenge that's out, we've already done. You can follow through and do the challenges. There's recipes over there. I just recently made the fermented El Ruderai yogurt over there. And there's just a lot of good coaching tip content. And there's also monthly group Zoom calls that we do. And you also can join our specific private Facebook group for Patreon. It's not the big Facebook group that I have with the 14,000 some members. It's crazy, but it's a small group. I think there's only like 68 members in that group. And I realize that not everybody has Facebook. A lot of our patrons have said that they don't have Facebook, but they do participate in the chats on Patreon. There's also different categories of chats. I have a prayer request chat where ladies post things that they need prayer for their families, whatever's going on. We have a food accountability chat. We have just, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of ways to engage over there. So the link is down below. $10 a month. You can cancel it anytime. You can join my Patreon for free. There's like 400 people following me on Patreon, but a lot of them have just joined for free. And I don't put a lot of free stuff on there, announcements and that kind of thing. But most of my stuff is stuff that I have taken courses for training, coaching, and all of that. And so I share that as a group coaching content, and you get so much for $10 a month. It's amazing. And you can cancel it anytime. You don't have to feel committed. I've had people come and join. I really recognize people's names. I'll see people's names on there from YouTube, from Facebook, and they'll come and they'll do a challenge, and then they will cancel their membership, and then they might pop back in later. And then I've got diehards that follow me all the time, and they haven't left. And I don't think anything differently about any of them, because they're coming and going, or they might not come back or whatever. I don't think anything like that. We have a great group of supportive ladies over there, and I really just love it. I feel like I have a bunch of girlfriends over there. I really do. I feel like I have made friends that I've never met and would love to meet one day. So I will see you all when I get back to the house and let you know what I'm having for breakfast. I'm doing a carnivore day today. All animal-based foods. I'm mixing that up. That's something else that I'm doing over in Patreon. I am doing 2 to 3 carnivore days every week, mixed in with my ketovore days. So today is carnivore day. All right, I'll see you soon. I just thought of something. I think of things while I'm out walking, and then when I get home, I forget to share them. So I want to talk a little bit about a question I've been getting lately. And that is, how many calories am I eating? How much protein am I getting in? How do I know I'm getting enough protein in 2 meals a day? And all of that. I think that people are honestly, I'm just going to say it, I think people are too serious about macros. I completely understand as a health coach that when you're starting this way of eating coming from a standard American diet, you need or may need to track your foods for a while until you learn. There's a learning curve involved in changing your way of eating. And when I first started, I didn't track protein and calories and all that. The only thing that I kept track of was my carbs. You can watch my videos from a couple of years ago, and I would just say I just track carbs. I just keep my carb count under 20 total grams a day. And then as I got further into my journey, I started tracking and paying attention to protein and my fat intake and all of that. And it got to be too much. I'm going to be honest. I got to a point where I was getting stressed out about it, and stress is not good either. So I let it go. I learned what types of foods are lowest in carbs, which are mostly animal-based foods, and I stuck to it. And so as far as calories, I'm not really concerned about calories either. I'm not overdoing it in calories. I have tracked to see where I'm at with calories, and I found that when I eat big meals instead of snacking throughout the day, my calories are always under the recommended amount. Not a lot, but they're always under. And when I snack, even if it's healthy snacks, I go over in calories. So I just have found what works best for me. As far as protein goes, protein is super important. I think that as we age, we need more. And protein is even trending right now. It's everywhere. Everybody talks about protein and how we need to increase our protein. But I don't stress about it. I have a saying, I do my best and let God do the rest. I trust God that He has led me this way, and I pray about what I'm doing and how I'm eating and all of that. And I trust God, and I make sure that each meal that I eat is loaded with protein and healthy fats. And I eat mostly, the biggest part of my diet is meat and eggs. And then I add as a garnish some low carb veggies, some fruits, and some dairy. Those aren't the main parts of my diet. Those are just added to give me some variety and keep things interesting. I don't want to make this rocket science. I have watched other people who are in this space, and they talk about, it's like, I'm not good with math, and I'll tell you, it doesn't go into my brain. It just jumbles around. I just turn them off. I can't deal with this much of this and this much of that. I'm not that way. And if you feel that you need that, you're not going to get that from me. Only if I'm coaching you, I will have you track for a little bit, a couple weeks, just so you can learn the good foods that you should eat and the foods that you should eliminate. And then once you get going, we eat a lot of the same foods all the time, and it shouldn't have to be rocket science. I don't like rocket science. I like it simple. And if it's too complicated, a lot of people go running in the opposite direction. They don't want anything to do with it. I just eat natural, God-given foods. Stay away from the ultra-processed foods, the seed oils, all those things that are man-made. It's not complicated. It really is not. If you don't like complicated, you like simple, you like easy, just follow what I do, and it's not going to be complicated. It's very easy. So I just want to talk about that because I get a lot of comments on my macros. I don't care. I have gotten to a place where I've let it go. I've released it, and it feels so much better. It's great. So, all right, I'm going to finish my walk here. Got about 10 minutes left, and I'll see you when I get back. I want to have big breakfast. and it's going to be animal protein dominant and fats, healthy fats. It's going to be delicious, and I can't wait. So I'll see you when I get back. I just want to say real quick that when I talked about not tracking, I don't mean that you shouldn't track. I was thinking about it after I got done recording. If you need to track to stay on track, or you need to track because you are dealing with maybe food addiction or something like that, then by all means, no one is judging. Track your foods. Like I said, when I start coaching people, I tell them to track. I'm not against it, but I'm sharing for myself what I do. I just get so many questions, and that's what I do personally, and everybody has to do what works best for them. I'm gonna show you my breakfast. I have 3 scrambled eggs with butter and salt and 3 pieces of bacon. Sometimes I have strawberries or raspberries on the side. Instead of fruit, I'm gonna have yogurt. This is my homemade yogurt. This is the El Ruderai yogurt that is good for the gut. It's fermented yogurt by Dr. William Davis. It's his recipe. And I mixed strawberry protein powder in here from Prime Protein. You all know that this is my favorite protein powder. It's clean, it's grass-fed beef isolate, sweetened with stevia, and I have a little mini yogurt instead of fruit to bump up my protein, because this is all protein and fat. I also have some coffee right there. So, and my bird's little bowl. She has to have my eggs. She knows when I'm cracking the eggs and getting ready to cook them, she starts going nuts, and she knows that she's gonna be getting some eggs. So that's what that little bowl is about. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go and eat, and then I'm gonna come back and talk to you about supplements that I personally take. Again, this is my journey sharing what I take. You may need to take other supplements besides what I take. I find what I take really works for me. I started out with a lot of supplements, and I've done supplement videos where I showed you, and it was just like a big handful, and I whittled it down to what I feel works for me. So I'm gonna share that with you after I eat my breakfast. All right, I'll see you then. I'm gonna talk to you about the supplements that I take. 3.5 years ago, before I started eating this way, I had a lot of health conditions, and I have health update videos that tell about all the stuff that was going on with my body. It was just going downhill very quickly. And I was taking all kinds of supplements because I just felt like that would help me to get better. And then I started eating this way, and I kept taking those supplements. And then as I started doing more research, I started just taking some supplements out that I would research certain foods, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting a lot of this kind of food. I don't think I need to take this supplement anymore. And so I would just, do like a process of elimination. As I said earlier, these are supplements that I take, and I feel that they work for me, and I receive benefits from them. Just like any other supplement or diet plan or anything that you're going to try for the first time, you want to check with your doctor to make sure that it's okay, especially if you're on medications, because some of these supplements can interact with the medications in a negative way. So you just want to make sure that you check that out, and that's up to you to do the research. So I want to start out with the first daily supplement that I love, and this is not an Element spot. I do a few Element spots every month for Element, and they sponsor some of my videos, but I truly love Element, and I drink it every single day. And I'm going to show you a new flavor. It's not on the website yet. It's coming out May 20th. So you're going to want to mark your calendars. I think that this flavor is going to sell out quickly. It also is a limited time flavor. This one is absolutely delicious, and I think it's going to be perfect for summertime. It is lemonade salt. Lemonade. I have talked before about how I love lemonade in the summertime. I buy those little flavored lemon drops from Aldi that are sweetened with stevia to sweeten my water. I can do this. I also have a plan to love to make sun tea out in the sun on a hot sunny day, but We haven't had really one of those yet, so I'm waiting. And I like to make Arnold Palmer's, which is half and half lemonade, half tea. This is gonna make the most delicious Arnold Palmer's, and I'm gonna be getting my electrolytes as I sip on them. I'm so excited about that. And if you use my link to purchase it, you will get a free sample pack. Look what Element sent me. They sent me this lovely lemonade box, and then they sent me this Yeti. Look at that, I love it. I just mixed up some ice water with a packet of the lemonade, and this is something that I take every single day. When you eat low carb, your body does not retain water. That's why when you start eating this way, you lose a lot of weight in the very beginning because you're losing all that water weight from a high carb diet. When you lose that water, you lose your electrolytes, and then you start to feel kind of crummy. You start to have headaches and muscle cramps and dizziness and all of that. And that's why I drink it every single day. It is something that I love. I have tried many different electrolyte drink mixes, and Element is my favorite. The next supplement that I take is vitamin K2D3. I've taken one of these for the past 3 years or so. I've been taking this. It's a tiny little capsule. And then the next thing that I take is iodine drops. This is the one I take right here. I will put 2 or 3 drops of this in my water, my electrolyte water, when I drink that for the first time of the day, and then I'm done. Another thing that I take is moringa. So I encourage every one of you to go online and research moringa, the benefits of moringa. This is from moringa trees that are grown in the southern areas. They will not grow in the areas that I live. I wish I would have a moringa tree growing in my yard if it would survive the winters here. But this is just dried, crushed up leaves inside capsules. We used to buy, when we first started with this, we used to buy the moringa powder, and we would buy the little veggie capsules, and we would sit there, Ed would sit there and load them one by one. And it was messy and it was time consuming. And then I said, you know what, let's just do the capsules. We thought we were being a little more healthy making them ourselves. But I take 3 of these a day. That's just what I do. Ed takes these. Ed is more apt to skip taking supplements, like he'll forget more than I do. And a couple days he won't take it, and then he'll be like, I gotta get my moringas in me because my hands are getting stiff. And all I can say about moringa is I like this brand, Pura Vida. I get this on Amazon. And they say that the most important thing is to make sure that your capsule, the leaves in the capsule, are bright green. You don't want them to be brown. If they come to you and they're brown, send them back. That means the leaves are not, they're really, really old, all right? And you just don't get the benefit. That's what I've heard anyways. So I take 3 of these every single day. This helps with joint pain. It helps with a lot of other different things. It has 92 nutrients in it and 46 types of antioxidants. It's very good. Again, research it. I have talked to a couple people who cannot take this because of medication that they are on. So it's super, super important to research it to see if you can take this, but go and read about it. Watch YouTube videos about it. It's amazing. People grow trees and dry their own leaves. It's the most fascinating thing. I've watched the videos before where they have them hanging outside their house, just drying, and then they have a crushing process that they do, and then they just put them in capsules. It's just leaves. So very good. Another supplement that I take every single day in my coffee is collagen peptides. This is very good for your hair, your skin, your nails, your joints, your gut. There's a lot of different things that this is good for. I take a scoop of this in my afternoon coffee usually. I've been asked many times, what do I take for a multivitamin? This is what I take for a multivitamin, and that is Primal Queen Organ Supplements. These are specially formulated for women who are younger. If you have a daughter or a daughter-in-law that suffers with PMS and stomach like cramping and that during that time of the month, this is supposed to be amazing for that. So I don't have that experience anymore. And I know that a lot of people who follow me are perimenopausal or menopausal. This is great for women who are going through or have already gone through that time of life. It's really good for your hormones. It's good for a lot of different things, your hair, skin, and nails. I could read this card So I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you. This card comes in the little package. During the first week, it will likely lift your energy, your mood, and cognition from consistent B12, zinc, and copper. First month of taking it, likely reduction in iron deficiency, leading to increased vitality, sex drive, and overall well-being. 2 months of taking this, abundance of B vitamins from beef organs leads to better mood, higher energy, healthier immune system, decreased stress, and aids in red blood cell production. 3 months of taking this, consistent natural vitamin A from beef organs can lead to better skin, delayed signs of aging, reduced acne, and better vision. I'm still waiting on the better vision part. 6 months later, blend of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids found in beef organs peak for enhanced mental clarity, better muscle function, and improved recovery from physical activities. 12 months, so you've been taking this for a year. Proteins that impact women's health have reached optimized levels, which can result in optimal menstruation, menstrual flow, properly balanced hormones, and less menstrual cramps and hot flashes. So these have a lot of great benefits. I've been taking them for over a year now. I need to look back to see when I first started taking them. I know it's been over a year, but I'm going to show you how these come. So when you get the kit, you will get a cute little jar like this. It's glass with a wood lid. And you will get a little packet like this that has 1 month's supply of capsules. In this little jar, you will get a little keychain pill container. You will also get this cool little I am a primal queen bracelet. And then you get this really nice jar to keep them in. It looks nice sitting out. I have this out on my bathroom counter and it looks nice. So in this bag, you will find, I'm gonna dump it in this jar carefully, not all over the floor. 60 of these multivitamins, which is what I like to call them. And you get this little peppermint heart that smells amazing. It says, I just noticed, it says, don't eat me. This is to keep in your jar, to keep your beef organ supplements, liver and different organs. Supplements do not taste good when they're going down. Sometimes you get the little burpees and you taste that. They don't smell great. Having this little peppermint heart in here makes them smell like peppermint. And when you swallow them, it's like a pepperminty taste. You don't get any kind of aftertaste with these. So I really love these. And that is my supplements that I take, drink, etc. Well, I'm gonna get off of here for a little bit. When I get back, I'm gonna make carnivore nachos for dinner. So I'll see you then. It is the end of the day. It is dinner time. It's almost 5 o'clock and I am gonna be having some nachos. Ed is still not here yet. He called me a little while ago and said that he is wrapping things up down there and he should be back late tonight. He had to have somebody come and cut the grass and there's just a lot of things going on. So he's so tired. And I told him when he gets home tonight, we can go in the hot tub and relax. So, all right, I have Carnivore Crisp chicken breast. These are just chicken and salt. They're dehydrated or freeze dried or whatever kind of process they go through. And those are my chips. I had some leftover taco meat in the freezer. I pulled it out, thawed it out, warmed it up, put some cheese on top, a little bit of sour cream. This is a lot. I don't think I'm gonna finish all of this. It's just like a salad. Once you start building it, it just gets bigger and bigger. But I'm gonna work on this and I'm just gonna go sit and relax and watch something on TV, maybe get caught up on some of my people I follow on YouTube or something like that. So sun finally came out. It's been a gray day. The sun is shining and it's warmed up a little bit. I'm gonna also go for one more walk after I eat this food, another 10 to 15 minute walk. I'm really enjoying it. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling a lot of energy. It's just like one of those things. You start doing it and the more you do it, the easier it gets and the more you get motivated, and I'm in that zone right now. So that's all I've got for today. Make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I will see you really soon. Have a great day and God bless.